Disclaimer, this video is made for an adult audience. What's the upside, my dear adult fans of Lego Solbrick in the house? And well, we're missing a lot of buildings here on the corner of Seoul Town. We used to have the synagogue over here, but I cleared that out and some of the buildings will be going back. But I talked about having a raised platform here before, and I actually went to IKEA, home of the Swedes, today and bought a small table. Well, I had to buy two of them, a larger one and a smaller one, because you could only buy the smaller one that I needed if I bought the bigger one. And they had 5 of these left. Oh, well, it's not seen. You can see it in the shot, but here it is. And it's about 35 centimeters high. And, well, the reason why this worked before I started filming. Anyways, I have this gap down here where I put some stuff, because the table itself, it's wider than the drawers that are underneath. So I can't have 2 legs over here. I have 2 legs over here. Very nice. I am going to use a bracket and fix that into the wall. This is like a, I mean, look at the walls. It doesn't matter if I drill some more holes. And I think I'm going to place it just like that, and I won't attach it to this tabletop here because it just needs to rest on this. So, pretty easy exercise, I guess. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how this will fit together. Seems to work. Well, it's pretty straight. I mean, it's good enough. Maybe I should just like put something just underneath there. Just a millimeter off. Anyways, this is going to be super cool. Look, we're placing the synagogue back in here. I used to have the market here, or the mini market. But I think I am going to... No, actually, you know, I have this shape, or this available space here, which I was kind of bummed out about, because I really actually wanted it to go all the way, but I couldn't fit a piece like that. And the reason why I just didn't go to like a hardware store or something and bought like a slab of wood is, this is dirt cheap. This cost me almost around 30 bucks. So it's like nothing. And I got 2 tables, even though I'm just using one of them. So, and it's super light, so it feels like a good deal. I might have this part so that you can have the stairs or something going up here. Because this might be a bit steep to get all the way up here. We'll have to think about this. Mayday, mayday, we're thinking. Okay, I just realized that IKEA is a bit like Lego, so if I take the 2 legs that I have over, they're actually, well, they're as tall as the leg should be, but this is the leg for the larger table I also got. And look at that, it's the same size as the tabletop. So I'm thinking of having this as pillars or columns or whatever we're gonna call it. I can place them over here, and I just drill them together or screw them together. And I need to have something over here, but maybe I'm just gonna build like a platform with bricks here, just to have this as a nice shelf. And yeah, that's the difference in color. This is the old light gray, and this is the blue darkish, light gray. I think it's been in the sun a bit too much. So, not so shabby. I think this might work. So we'll have this space here to have a little staircase going up. Maybe I'm going to switch that out to something like this. Doesn't need to be that wide here. Or have a building on the side maybe for where the staircase goes. And if you hear a child screaming in the background, it's my kid playing with his mother. No need to be alarmed. Everything is in order. So I think this will be a nice fit, and then I can use this space also to have a little building poking up here, because it was pretty much a dead space before. I think this is a better solution, and I'm using these white 2x bricks that are discolored that I never use for anything, so they will become the construction that makes this sturdy. And then we will have the staircase over here. Boom, boom. So we get up here and we can have a bit of a square or something here with some nice tiles and maybe a pool or a fountain or a pond or something in the middle, the park maybe. And then we have the supermarket here and the synagogue and the juice bar, and I don't know if I will have this as a pizzeria or something. Maybe it will be over here or some place. These buildings are pretty much temporary, and at least this one and this one, these are keepers. They will probably be left here, but I'm a bit unsure about this. It's you know, it's not a mock. It's an official Lego set, and the brick bank is, or the bank. It's not a brick bank. This is the bank, and the bank is back for now. And this also enables us to get some more space down here to place minifigs and whatnot. So this might actually be something. I think I will lower this building or place it up here as well. Maybe I will place it up here. So we're just going to free this up. Yeah, we move everything up here that was down here basically. Then we can have the cinema up there as well. And I will place a building here to hide this, so I don't have to have like a wall of gray like I have here. That will be more economical. So now this is finished. It feels really sturdy, and I'm just experimenting a bit with the placement of the different buildings. I'm going to shorten this little, I think it's a daycare center for dogs, so I'm going to take out the windows and place that wall section over here. Make it a bit, well, maybe it's 8 studs deep then, because these windows are really good to use as fronts on shops and whatnot. And I have this old kind of mod mock of a hotel from set 6390 from 1980 that I want to rework and make it more interesting and more in my modern style. Mix it up with how you build modulars today. A lot of details, and this is of course a hotel sign from the, it's not a cafe corner, it's a, I don't remember the set name, but anyways, I think I will rework that also a bit so that will look nice. And maybe I will have the Capes and Cowls cafe and arcade over here right now, because as you notice it's a bit more shallow than the Sanctum Sanctorium that used to be here, which means that this building here isn't really in the way as much as before, because you get to see a little deeper here when you have more space over down there. To make this video a little bit more interesting for you hardcore Lego fans, so it's not only about this construct over here, I'm going to rebuild and remake this use bar a little bit so it looks a bit more interesting than it does now. And I will also rip out the back side here and just make it 6 studs deep, so we get a little bit more of a walkway here, and I can use the pieces to build something else. This is basically all that's left, or this is what's left of it, just the front window and the front door, and that nice dark yellow or light orange color, and the basic orange, which is a pattern I like, so I'm keeping that for the side wall here. Press that down. And then, you know, in a lot of cafes and juice bars, they have masonry bricks as decoration on the side, usually fake ones, and a little painting there. So let's put that in here. And on the other side, similar design. Well, that went by really fast. Let's work a little bit on the interior down here. Turn that around. And we're going to put in the cash register. I made some blenders so that I can make that really healthy juice and smoothies. And of course the lady working in here. She's probably allergic to oranges. That's why that she has that look on her face, a bit terrified. Spin that around again. Put in some ventilation, aircon unit. And a roof/floor section. Let's put in some nice produce, some apples, red and green ones, and some a pineapple, a carrot, and there's a banana in there as well. So, and on top of that we're going to have a floor that you can open with a hinge, like so, so that they have easy access to the produce. For the front here we're going to place these nice green canopies that I had before, and that's from the original Lego Friends set. Nice. And we're moving along with the orange theme for this juice bar. Maybe it's an orange juice bar. And then we're placing in the sign, because I love the sign. Swivel this around a bit again, so that we can see that I will place in it's just a very basic wall here on the side. And the brick is going over here so that it will fixate the front wall so it doesn't fall over. Same goes for this side. So let's have a look. Would be nice also if we had a customer sitting in there, like so. Place the roof on top of here and turn that around again. And I really like these kind of finishing touches for roofs. And on the side here we're going to place just some fences, like so. Looks nice. And of course the air conditioning unit and the cube from Portal. Nice. Let's just place in some better light over here. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Let's put it in place. As you can see, I pre-tiled this a little bit just so that I know where to place it right now. Like so. Nice. But hey, something is missing there. What's going on? Well, of course, this is where we're placing the chair and the table outside. Let's pop in a customer here. And it would be nice with a fence here so that this is an outdoor serving. And on the sides here, let's pop in these pink backpacks with some nice yellow flowers in to add some color. That's really popping right now. Looks nice. And a customer that's been filling up on some juice. Time for some handheld action. Now, of course, this part is going to be covered by the building that's coming in here, and the same goes for this side. But imagine basically a wall of buildings here that will cover this hole here. It's going to look super cool, and the height is pretty good because that means that we get a good view of what's going on up here. And I might add some sort of fence or wall, just like over here, so that the minifigs don't fall over and kill themselves or, walk out on the roofs. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video with a little bit of a IKEA hack and the juice bar. As always, stay out of nonsense and stay awesome. And please subscribe.